in Tamale have started a manhunt for the driver of the tipper truck, which with registration number NR 153, registered in 2020, which crashed the 5-year-old pupil and her 10-year-old sibling at Kalpohin estate this morning. Well, the two were being on their way to school on a motorbike ridden by their aunt when the accident occurred. Well, according to eyewitnesses, a bicycle rider crossed the motorbike rider when she applied brakes. The two children unfortunately fell off the bike and the truck, which was following them, ran over them. Now, the driver of the truck absconded, but his assistant was arrested by the police and he is in custody. I'm going to our Northern Regional correspondent, Noah Nash, to get me some updates on this particular incident. Noah, a very good evening. Thank you very much for joining us. I first of all want to find out from you, quite an unfortunate incident as these young ones have just had to depart in this painful manner. But Noah, can you confirm if the tipper truck driver has been arrested?
Today, yes, the police have actually been able to locate the tipper truck driver, and then they've been able to get to where he stays, and then apparently they've not been able to get him. But sources are saying that the CID unit is actually hunting for him, and the residents have also promised to actually assist in that investigation. So there has been a lot of cooperation between residents of Kalpohin estate with the police as I speak to you now, because there's a need to do that collaboration to be able to deal with the situation. If not, there's a likelihood that the community will actually burn down the tipper truck.
Quite an unfortunate incident there, and I'm sure the police would move in and ensure that this vehicle is not set ablaze. But Noah, maybe you can help my viewers understand a little bit. I am beginning to think that, well, these were ahead of the truck driver. The brakes were applied. The children fell off. The driver lost control. He was just following the motorbike. Can you just narrate in summary what really transpired, and also help my viewers understand if it's really the fault of this tipper truck driver?
Okay, so when you look at where Kalpohin estate is, a residential area, one of the key things you should know is that the highway, let me say, the urban roads have actually constructed some few speed ramps within the community, which is within the estate. So there are speed limits that one could go. Now, where the incident actually happened is not a place that one would envisage such a very horrible scene today, because they just bypassed, they just went over the speed ramp when the young boy crossed them with a bicycle, and then in the process to actually control the process, because he felt the lady panicked. So in the process, he went straight into the gutter. Now, when he went straight into the gutter, you know, when the motorbike faces into the gutter like so, it means anybody who is behind you definitely will fall. So in the process, the two kids that were behind him apparently fell down. And the process, that was how come the tipper truck that just went off the speed ramp ran into them. Now, the mate, who happened to be the one driving at the time that the driver itself was there, actually were the ones who got down and actually pulled the motorbike. So if you look at the whole thing, you can realize that either the tipper truck driver was actually speeding in that particular residential zone, and that could have led to that particular horrific scene that we saw today. Because if you know very well, hydraulic vehicles of that nature would take some time to apply brakes, and especially when it's the one that immediately occurs in front of you, which is not even less than a minute. Because my colleague journalists who apparently picked their kids this morning and were going to that particular school, which is the SDA school, told me point blank that this is just overspeeding, and that is what the police are investigating. The police have given assurance because that the truck itself, which is part of the investigation, the chief and the other opinion leaders have intervened with the youth So that particular truck has been parked in front of the chief's palace. So therefore, it is secure. Nobody will go there to destroy it. But what it is now, even though they buried those two kids today, the concern of the police is that they are just looking for his photograph. They'll take it out there on social media for us to locate wherever he is. But family members have assured the police that they will get him to answer questions.
Noah Nash, thank you very much. Really a pathetic story. There were two